Hello and welcome to the War Report, the show where we cover NXT and WWE. I'm your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. How are we feeling? Oh, it's been a very eventful week in wrestling. How are we feeling?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. How was your Thanksgiving? How'd
Thanksgiving
your
was
elote
great.
go?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a sip. I was about to take a sip. I thought you was gonna keep going, but let me take this sip
Go
first.
ahead and take this. I'll speak on my Thanksgiving. It was real low key. Everybody was out of town, so I was with my mom, and we just had dinner and we talked about Puff Daddy. She was very invested. And that's pretty much all we really did. I was
It,
over there
it,
for a
it,
little while.
is your mom devastated, or she's the he ain't do it?
No, no. She thinks he did it. She was like in a YouTube rabbit hole, it's like watching like videos and stuff. So we're just going over it.
It's
I
insanely locked in.
I can't say my mom was like really a Puff fan. I mean,
I don't know anybody that's really a Puff fan.
I was.
So
I think he has all his albums are really good. I really enjoyed the Dirty Money album. I like the new album he came out with this year.
yeah, I
It's a
heard that was
shame.
really good. I just
Shame
never
I had to
played it.
get. Shame I got to give it up. I can't do it.
Hey
Couldn't
man,
do it. Look,
the Spotify rap is already out, bro. So just go ahead and play it.
he's not on there. I'm good. I'm good.
Just go
Um,
ahead and sneak it in, bro.
nah, still a couple of joints on there. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. It was cool. I don't get to see my mom as much as I probably should, so
Hmm.
went over there to chill. My dad was at work. My daughter was out of town. So it really just everybody would just had nothing to do. So real chill, real chill day. What about you?
Yeah. So Thanksgiving was supposed to be the true, like that was supposed to be the true family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin's wedding was kind of it, but my brother was he was never going to be able to make it. Um, so we were just like, okay, we're gonna come together Thanksgiving. The cousin got married, the other cousin that also lived in Atlanta, my younger brother, me, pending hopefully my big brother would be there. I have two brothers. I'm a middle child.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, niggas is in Miami right now. Nobody hasn't texted me yet, which is that's nothing crazy. Some my cousin will come out here, be with his homies, and then go back up. Like he not really obligated to see us, and I respect that.
Yeah.
So we're getting dressed. Thanksgiving dinner was supposed to like the Thanksgiving feast was supposed to start at 3. I know that sounds crazy, but it didn't happen. So we ate at a reasonable time.
Three's not
Um,
crazy. Three crazy?
I think at 3 o'clock dinner is kind of nuts to me. I'm sorry.
Even on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be mad hungry later.
Leftovers, nigga. What you mean? Get another
But I
plate.
said the leftovers is for tomorrow. You feel me? Um,
Pushed for the whole weekend.
it
Talking
on
about
it low key,
shit.
but
Low
honestly,
key.
if it was done at my house, then I would have been like cool because I could legitimately eat whenever. Like I don't have to like continuously have like plates,
Yeah.
pre-made plates and shit like that. But we're going to my uncle's house, and I text my cousin, "Hey yo, are y'all there?" And he was just like, "No, I'm not there." He told me, no, he told my mom that he had Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna spend it with like, some other close family that he has. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, okay, that's weird. So in the car, I'm talking to my mom, and I'm just like, Mom, call your brother real quick. Just call him real quick and just ask about Thanksgiving dinner. Make sure you know everything cool. I'm not trying to like alert her to anything.
Yeah.
She calls, Uncle says, "Nah, man, we all good. Just come on through, blah, this and that." And then I was tight because I hate being the first ones there to the family function because there's nobody really talk to except like
Yeah.
your older uncle and shit like that. Conversation don't really range that far. Um, loving to death though, and then my mom, and then I told my mom why I asked her to call. She's pissed. She's
Mm-hmm.
just like, why, like, why'd you lie to, sister like that? And plus she wasn't happy either that it was just gonna be the two of us,
Mm-hmm.
like there first. Like she wasn't happy about that. So it was like really small. till like, so we were there from like 3 to like 9 o'clock,
It's a
and we
long
didn't
day.
eat, and we didn't eat till 5.
It's a long day.
Yeah, I hated it. Well, no, not that I like, I dreaded being with my family, but it was just like,
Yeah,
dog, there's legitimately nothing to do right now. And I feel like all the conversation, dialogue has left, you know.
just sitting
Um,
around waiting for the food.
yeah, that's what it was. Um, Surprisingly enough, my big brother came. Um, Dad, when he showed up, I was just like, man, fuck, that would have been a moment, you know.
Right.
Uh, that he would have came through and shit like that. My brother's been very backstory. My brother's been very distant for a little bit. He's been invited to family functions all the time, but he's just like, nah, I need to get myself right.
Mm.
He right.
What if he's hiding the family? What if he's living a double life?
Nah, trust
Well,
me. Trust me. Trust me. I highly doubt that. Um, but yeah, so like that should have been a moment. One of my other cousins came. That was really cool. My younger brother, he got deployed to Guam.
Mm.
Um, so obviously he wasn't gonna be there.
Yeah, that's
Um,
tough.
yeah, and then my cousin, he was just like, he was just like, oh man, shit, if we're done here, I might entertain making it. And I was just like, you're not driving an hour out,
Yeah, right.
to like come here. Like I know you're not. Like that's kind of nuts, bro. Um, so yeah, like I feel like a moment was missed during Thanksgiving, but I still had a good one nonetheless. Um, Friendsgiving is what I was making the elote for,
Oh, okay.
and I would say it was a hit.
There
Everybody
you
that
go.
tried it, liked it. The only complaint that people had was the corn was too big because I used like the whole cob.
Yeah, you supposed to cut that joint like
Um,
in half.
I don't cut my shit in half. I eat the whole fucking corn. I like corn, so I eat the whole fucking bitch.
Me too.
Um, but yeah, it went really well. It was well received. I like cooking. I just don't do it enough. But doing that was great. I left the corn there because what is
You-
it? I bought nine.
Okay.
I
How
bought
many people
nine
were
corn,
there?
probably nine, but not everybody wanted a elote, so like there was a lot. And then like people didn't want the whole cob, so it was cut in half. So I had basically um a lot basically. I did the test run with two. I made one for me and my mom. So I had
Mom,
7.
was it mom approved?
Yeah, it was mom approved.
All right, there you
Um
go.
I
That's all
had
that matters.
7, and then people wanted to cut it up, and then it just didn't get around. So like they still have unpackaged corn at their crib, and I was just like, nah, I don't really want to take it home, blah blah, blah this and that. Like that's a lot to carry, especially with the takeout plate that I'm already taking and shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I woke up next day and I was like, fuck, I go for a latte right now.
You know what I mean?
I was fucking sick, but I did a great job, and I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could make it again, no problem. Which is, I feel like that's really a nice, I guess, skill to have.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Justin's wife. She gave me the recipe. She just gave me a list of ingredients, no measurements, and I say, yeah, that's how I like it.
That's all you need. Off the vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The fucking the mayo mixture, motherfucker, we was winging it. I was Homer in the kitchen with it. I was a fuck it. But yeah, that was great. I had a fantastic time. Great people. Um, there were people that were interested in going to see live wrestling, and I thought that was cool. Normally when I show up to functions, I don't really like to talk about wrestling because it goes, oh, because the conversation normally goes, oh, that fake shit, right?
Bro,
And I don't want to get into the conversation where I'm just like, well, actually, I just let him have it.
my dad, every time I see my dad and something gets mentioned in wrestling, or like I watch whatever, he's just like, you still watching that fake wrestling bullshit? I'm like, we've been going through this for probably 20 years, and we still go through the same conversation every time. I just kind of gave up. I'm with you on that. I have
Um,
no time to explain this to this man.
there was one week where I did like the weekly schedule. Like I emailed it to all of our employees, right?
Hmm.
And just like for a little fun fact shit or whatever, I was just like, hey, I interviewed WWE, NXT superstar Ilya Dragunov, and I had the link to the interview and shit, right?
Hmm.
Then somebody was like, oh, I saw it. Is he like an Olympic wrestler? And I was like, nah, he that fake shit. Um, and she was just like, oh, okay, yeah, WWE or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And then it stopped right there. I
I,
I
I love when
hate
it stops
having
like that.
I hate trying to have that I hate trying to talk about wrestling with like non-wrestling fans because I feel like I'm trying to pitch it
Right? You gotta like
or I'm
prove
hitting
yourself to like
yeah
it's, oh no, this is entertaining, I promise.
yeah like I usually just cut like it'd be like yeah it's that fake shit but like I find it entertaining like reality TV and then I try to stop it there but
I always explain it as like it's like going to see a play, except that the stage is in the middle of the arena instead of like on a
yeah
stage.
it's Greek theater baby we in
Yeah.
the Coliseum um
For what it's worth,
yeah
I don't like talking about wrestling with wrestling fans. So if we gonna keep it a stack,
just for like people that aren't wrestling fans I kind of just say I just do the podcast and that's like I really enjoy doing that and then that's it I try to stop it there if they do like oh like still if they feed me I'll give it back they talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin they want to talk about The Rock they want to talk about CM Punk all that sort of thing like if you name a wrestler I'll give it back to you but I'm not trying to get anything out of you like
I
if
love
you
when like they when they ask
but
like if like is so and so still wrestling, it'd be like a nigga who's like 70 years old.
and
Like, oh.
okay, when I get that is that person still wrestling question, it's normally Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, the Boogeyman, Brock
Boogeyman.
Lesnar, and rarely Roman Reigns. And I'm just like, how you know Roman Reigns and think he done already?
I mean, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's 2012. We already 11 years in.
Hey man, we gonna let to 11 more for Roman Reigns, man.
Yeah, right. 11 months, maybe.
Um, but yeah, I say that to all say that I'm gonna be going to the Suki Ban show during Art Basel, so that should be really fun.
Hey,
Um, the venue is a parking lot,
that's
so
fire.
I'm curious how that's gonna go. Um, I'm gonna try to get there early so I can actually I don't know if I want to get like mad close and shit, but I'm pretty sure like it's like first come first serve seats. So
When's Art Basel? It's like February, right, or
that
something?
is next week.
Oh shit! Well, I thought it was in the beginning of the year.
No,
Oh,
that
well,
is
have
that
fun
is
with
that
that.
is that is next week. I will not be here next week. That
Oh, duh. That's why you're not here next week. That's right. I
yeah,
forgot.
is the busiest time of my life. So I can't do it. Um yeah, that's it for me at least. There's nothing else really going on. Just I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man,
go do
nothing going
that
on.
and then Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving was great.
Nothing
Uh
going on. Nothing happened this weekend.
did you post your Spotify rap, bro?
Well, first of all, I don't use Spotify. I'm on Apple Music,
Did you post your
but
Apple replay?
I did play my Apple Replay. I posted it like 2 days ago though, not when it first had came out because I believe Apple Music was there's a little earlier, but you
Yeah, I
can
think
really
it was
check
like
it
two
throughout
days
the year.
before.
But if you would like to know my top 5 artists this year,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely scaring the hose. I'm gonna be 100%.
Benny Butcher,
Hell
West
no.
Side Gun, Buddy Bodie James.
Relax. I wish it should be Boldy Jones. This is my list. I'm gonna go from 5 to 1. Number 5 was West Side Gun. You're correct on that
Number
one.
one being West Side Gun is crazy.
That's at number 5, and that's at number 1.
Oh,
Number
sorry.
4, Nas. Number 5, Mike. Number 2, for the first time in years, he's not number 1. Drake. I'm shocked that Drake didn't make number 1 this year.
I didn't play enough of that album, honestly. I didn't really start rotating it a lot until the Scary Hours version came out.
But also you gotta remember Her Loss came out like at the end of last year. So like I was playing a lot of Her Loss this year too.
No, I was not playing Her Loss
I
at
love her.
all.
I think Her Loss is great. I think it's a great
No.
album. And then number 1, The Alchemist. The Alchemist is like a cheat though, because
Yeah,
like
because that's like a range of artists. He's
yeah, it's like
DJ
five
Khaled
different.
esque.
He put out like 6 albums this year. Like, so like it's not shocking he was number one. It was kind of a
Mm-hmm.
cheat code. And then after that, it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like it's real quick. Jay-Z, Central C, Tyler the Creator, Dave, and Portishead. Central C and Dave EP probably the most. I believe it's my most played EP. So kind of where
Um,
we're at with it.
I don't know any other EPs that came out this year, so
Well, I meant projects, not
no, no,
like I
no,
did.
no. I'm
Uh,
gonna say EP of the year.
yeah, I'll give him that EP of the year for sure.
And I see your top five song list. So you want to hit the folks with it?
Top 5 songs. That's what is it? It's I just save it on my phone. What is it?
I could read
Number
it.
one, number one is Sprinter. I know that much. Number two is
Good
Luckily
song.
I'm Having Don Toliver and Tito Touchdown. Number three is damn. What the hell is number three? I
Guessing
just
your
looked.
own list is crazy. But go ahead.
Number
Try
what is number
just
three?
guess. Just guess.
Damn, it's Sprinter. Damn. I'm trying to think of albums I'm listening to. Is it the Drake and Central C?
No, that is five.
Okay, I had no idea what 3 and 4 are.
Um,
I love the dough is in there, right?
yes, that is number four.
I love the dough is number 4. There was number I don't know what number 3 is. I can't even think of it right now. Can you tell me?
You striked out like a
Oh,
match late
strike! It was
night.
like a late night. How could I forget? That's my shit too. Damn.
Like I hit
Yeah,
the pins like I'm not going to work, my nigga. Strikes,
I
right.
I played a lot of Yachty this year. Big fan.
Surprisingly, he's not on your fucking list, but
I
yeah,
think
I
he's like
played
I think he's like number 6 or something. He's up there or like number
I
top 10.
played the fuck out of Strike too. That is probably my favorite song of his in a fucking minute. Um my Spotify rap, my list is I wouldn't say scaring the hoes,
You might be scared of
but
hoe. It depends on which hoes they are though.
yeah,
You might scare some, but you might bring some in.
okay. Five, his name isn't Japanese, but it's Soken. What is it? Square Enix's new music composer for the Final Fantasy series. He does a lot of work with Final Fantasy 14. All he does all of Final Fantasy 14 music. So I play a lot of that. I play a lot of that to sleep and relax and shit. For like instrumentals and shit like that. I play those
Yeah.
instead of like lo-fi hip hop. So that's why it's so high up. Deftones is 4. V's is
And
3. Wait,
who?
go ahead. V's
Oh,
is
V.
3.
He's a V's. Okay.
I played the fuck out that album. I'm surprised V's isn't at the top, but there is something that I played a fuck ton of.
Yo,
Um,
bro, when I saw it, I said, "Yeah, that's the most Cyrus number one thing ever." I like immediately when I seen that, like, yeah, that's Cyrus.
um, but my number 2 is The Weekend, and I solely blame this on Justin. When we were in LA for WrestleMania, he was just like, man, this weekend song right here, I love to play this shit on a night drive, bro. And he's what is it? Don't Break My Heart on Dawn FM. I
Oh, FM's so
say,
good, man. That's
I
my song.
said, hold on, this shit hard.
You know what song? I like this song with him and Cardi and Madonna. I played that shit a lot. I'm surprised that didn't go on my top 10 because I played that a lot. The popular joint. I like that song.
I need to check that out. But yeah, Dawn FM, like solely Dawn FM,
Yeah.
got a lot of run. I got a lot of runs out of me. And then Spotify kind of narrows it down too of like when I was playing that the most, and it was in April.
Makes sense.
He peaks in April. My number one, Nobu Uematsu, who also does Final Fantasy music. He's number one, and that peaks in June, right when Final Fantasy 16 drops. So tracks.
Makes sense. You know, did I ever tell you I never like really played a Final Fantasy game before?
That's normal. There's a lot of people that
Is
do
it?
that, but yeah, no, a lot of people don't, and I think it's mainly because nobody knows where to start.
Yeah.
And my thing,
I played a bit of 7 when like back in the day when I was a kid. And
Hmm.
I think I played that might maybe just 7. I think that's it.
Like I knew about Final Fantasy for a really long time. Like my friend, he had the PS2 greatest hits version of 10 for the
Hmm.
PS2. Um, but I was just we never really, since it was like not a multiplayer game, we didn't
Yeah.
we weren't gonna like come go to his house and watch him play it. But I feel like we probably would have if they did, like, it would have been cool. But yeah, I knew Final Fantasy for a really long time. Like my first I always
I
thought
knew
Final
of it.
Fantasy
I just
was,
never played it.
yeah, I always thought Final Fantasy was cool. So what is it? I bought as a Ute, I bought Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus, which was like the character action type shooter shit, which is honestly really terrible in hindsight, but I had a fuck ton of fun with it. Blame
Remember when that didn't
G4 TV
remember
for
that
that.
that didn't remember when that didn't matter when like you were a kid and you just play a bad game you didn't even know it was bad. You were just
Yeah,
playing that shit.
yeah.
That's what it is. When I used to play Raw One, bro, on Xbox, that shit is
I
so bad. We played that shit for hours though.
had a fucking blast, bro. Had to
Had a
make
fucking blast. Had to
that
make it
20
do.
made that yeah, that 20 made do, bro. But my first official like mainline Final Fantasy game was 12. And that was like probably in 2011.
Mm.
So yeah, you just never really know where to start. And I honestly started with the Final Fantasy that I liked playing, but I never got to beat. And I was just like, oh, I was a dumb kid then, so I feel like I could do it now.
Yeah.
Um, and what is it? The PS4 remaster dropped, so I was just like, fuck it, why not? I would love to play it. Um, then I also played like other Final Fantasy spin-offs. Like it's always been in the realm of things, but when I say pick one, just literally just pick one. They're all different vibes, types of
Yeah.
like literally types of like they're all you know JRPGs, but they all play different. Um, just pick one. If you like, even if you want to pick one based off like how long it is, pick an old one. They're still great.
Yeah.
They still hold up.
I almost bought the original 7 on PlayStation Store the other day, and I was well, like last year. It wasn't the
Go
other day,
ahead.
but I might.
What
I might. It's like
what is it?
$10.
Before the Final Fantasy VII remake came out, I went through no, actually I think I played remake first and then I went to the OG. Um Actually I don't know how that worked out. Because I think I played a lot of Final Fantasy games during the pandemic, so I don't really know the orders of such. But I feel like I played the OG first. Justin might know since we talked about it a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
I had a blast. Games old as shit had a blast. What is it? Even like these new remake versions, they have cheats. If the game too hard, fuck it.
First of all, I ain't pussy. You know what I mean? I don't need no fucking cheats.
Hey man,
You gonna be a strategy guy? I don't
I
know.
don't know. What is it? They have that in like the 2 times speed, so the game's not so slow.
Yeah,
Um,
I might need that though, so they can speed that shit up.
yeah,
You can't skip the text, right? You got just
yeah.
the moves take man long.
Yeah, no, what is it? There's so much shit in the game, like a lot of like farming things. Folks, if you played it, like I did the Golden Saucer battle arena shit to get Omni Slash. Yeah, invincibility, constant limit breaker on 4 times speed. I'll see the game later, bro. I'm mashing X, hearing the terrible sounding wind up sounds and just going crazy on shit. I ain't give a fuck.
You know what? That's true. I don't mind. I don't mind the grind. I am a fan of the grind. Actually, I will say if back when I'm not a big RPG guy like growing up, but when I used to play Pokemon, I would just like put the radio on and just sit in the same spot for hours and just
Mashing
fucking
A,
yeah,
bitch.
just for hours. I had no problem. I would do that for hours and just chill. So yeah, maybe I will. But we should probably get into wrestling talk. There's some big news.
Yeah. Um,
Big news.
before we go into in the trenches,
Oh, we got
um,
more?
just one last thing. I was on Subs Lie Dubs Lie, which is a
Oh,
podcast on the Lookout RNC, that our anime brother, cousin, sister,
what,
sibling,
what,
sister channel.
what you talking about?
We talked about one of my favorite villains in anime, Rao from Fist of the North Star, the King of Fist, and the influence that Fist of the North Star has, but it is not talked about on the internet at all. Um,
Can't
you
say I'm
can
familiar.
you can contribute a lot of the tropes that are in that and the style of characters that we sort of like get to him. Um, your buff manly man cried. Hey man, bend down to Kenshiro, bro. That's your man's, bro. Your whole gimmick is you get beat down and you get beat down, you come back up. Kenshiro's your father, nigga. You swole, Kenshiro's your father, nigga.
Mm.
But
So
yeah,
I'm googling it. I that this character looks familiar. I had definitely seen the meme of him popping out of the hay.
yes.
Um,
That doesn't happen until like
like
episode fucking 60. I was waiting for it forever.
man, what this shit come on? That's funny.
um yeah, I talk about Rao, the King of Fists, one of my favorite villains in anime. So check that out. I had a great time. And whenever I'm not talking about wrestling, I could definitely talk about it in fucking log form. Just going off. But let's talk about that wrestling, man. We're in the trenches, man. I think I think we could go home. The war's over.
Mm.
We watched we was on the field in the trenches and we watched a big bomb go off and then it just went silent. Then you just hear our guns dropping and then a rally cry. The war is over.
Yeah.
Poetic.
I mean, look, it's been over. Let's keep it a stack, but it's never been more over than it is right now. CM Punk, man. Yeah.
CM.
I didn't think I would see the day. I really didn't.
Oh, honestly, I was counting the days.
I
As soon as he got fired, I was counting the fucking days, bro. I
uh,
didn't. But I'm not gonna fake the funk. I did not think he would come tonight. Um, I set my. I would say I set my expectations of the show as if like he wasn't going to show up.
Me too.
Um, and then when they did the Randy Orton thing on the show, I was just like, it's not going to be CM Punk. Like, I'm leveling my expectations. And you could see me on X Twitter, preaching people to do the same. Because we didn't want another Rock situation when they were just promoting the fucking movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the perfect time, perfect place. Uh,
I,
Big
I had a
Edge made it
couple of
happen.
inclinations for what, like for first, like let's be clear. We usually know stuff pretty early, or like
Mm-hmm.
we know stuff before the public knows stuff a lot of times, right? So when we kept hearing, "Hey, they ain't talking and we haven't heard nothing," I was like, "Okay, then yeah, it's probably not happening." And then literally to the day of, we kept hearing, there's no inclination that this is happening. So at that point, I was pretty sure, like, yeah, it's probably not happening. We would have known by now, right? And then we get to the show. The show ends. This is where I knew something might have been up. They weren't taking the CM Punk signs away. I definitely peeped some CM Punk signs. They didn't take them.
Mm-hmm.
WWE loves to take some signs. They'll take a sign. So that was something I was like, okay, maybe there's a chance. And then I think Justin pointed it out on a show, and he was just like, usually when a WWE show ends, it's a zoom in on like either the winner or the loser or whatever angle is going on. But
Yeah.
they zoomed out at the end. They don't ever do that. that's where my intuition kind of came like, wait a minute, maybe. And then lo and behold, the music hits, crowd goes crazy. The
Look
remastered
in
version.
my eyes. What do you see?
Do you like the remastered version? I couldn't really tell when
I
on
can.
Survivor Series, but on Raw I noticed it.
I
Raw, like, okay, I catch it. I caught it because the
I
guitar is
had
a little different.
yeah, I haven't given it the individual listen. Um but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I noticed it more on Raw than I did on
Yeah. Um yeah, I think Triple H is really good with like fucking with the crowd in that sense. Or like making sure there's actually something going on during the post credit. Um, saving those for really big moments. Like you remember when Champa like beat Johnny ass.
yeah.
They put the yeah man we about to go home logo on his shit.
Shit. The first one they ever did, the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens one, that
Oh
one was
yeah,
that was the one that was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. They've never
and
done that before.
and Triple H keep that shit real tucked
Yeah, he don't
because
do it too often, but when he does do it,
yeah it's a hit every time.
yeah,
Um, but yeah man, yeah, I was really surprised for Survivor Series. I was, once that happened, the speculation came from all of us. We were really seeing where this goes and whatnot, and I think I think a lot of people on Twitter are already like hitting it on the head where they're going, with the Seth Rollins like reaction, the
yeah.
Drew McIntyre reaction. Um,
Well, Drew didn't have one. He left before Punk even came out.
yeah, that's still a reaction, in some sort of sense. Um, but yeah, I think people could really see where this is clearly going. They might just get the time frame wrong of when it might happen. Like I'm seeing,
You don't think
seeing right now.
Mania?
No, I see a lot of people saying Royal Rumble.
I mean maybe. I think probably
I don't
more
think
than
so.
more than likely. I think it'd probably be Seth and Drew at Rumble. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah, right. But I just seen a lot of people saying Rumble.
Yeah,
I only saw one tweet today, where I feel like they guessed WrestleMania right already.
I say Mania. I think Punk's probably in the Royal Rumble
That's gonna be nasty work.
because I because I
He
because
might need to come at 27 or some shit.
but the thing, I don't think he has to win the Rumble. I feel like
Oh, just be in it.
I think him being in it, having a good showing, like similar to Edge when he came back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like have a good showing, and then whoever eliminates him, that's his feud going forward. Whatever, however we get there, or whatever.
I think that I don't think Cody's gonna win it. I don't think Cody's winning the Rumble. He already announced it. I don't think he's winning.
Okay.
I think he gets his opportunity by some other means. Um, what did what is it? Elimination Chamber is like people's second chance, right?
Yeah, generally that's how they do it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely saying that he's winning Elimination Chamber. I think that would be something. Um, I think whoever wins the Rumble, they go for the Raw. They go for Seth Rollins' title.
Yeah, I think it's a Raw guy.
One, because I feel like there's still a plan in the works to make that title seem sought after, and not just I didn't beat Roman participation trophy. Because I still feel like that's a thing going around. And then also, if you have CM Punk going for that as well, it elevates the title greatly more than the I didn't beat Roman participation trophy. Um, but no, it's all great stuff. Um, the reaction to the return, disgusting. Like
Where do you want to start?
I would say it's pathetic. Um, one starting with Ryan Satin. Um,
Ryan Satin, man.
I don't know what y'all beef is, but rip a Glock, nigga. You feel me? Take that shit to him.
Look, man.
We don't care that he tried to beat you up. We know
Never,
you beat niggas up.
never in my life. I've seen I've seen people do a 180 on stuff, but like never so
Oh,
drastic as
dog.
it has been for Ryan Satin. Since Ryan Satin has left Fox or WWE, whatever he was working for, that
Mhm.
man had completely flipped his whole opinion on WWE. It literally it felt like it happened within a day. Like it's the day after he was like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, as soon as that
Fuck
contract
these
like
niggas.
expired.
He said, fuck
Um,
these niggas, bro. And he's just been on one ever since. And I think the CM Punk signing really tipped him off over the scale.
because apparently
Literally,
he really don't like that nigga.
he really did not like that man. Um,
And you know what? I'm a up it on Kenta too. Hey man, we know you took your shit. What you want us to do about it, nigga?
yeah, it's been well over 15 years at this point. You ain't done shit yet. You ain't gonna do nothing.
He
You've been
he
in this.
he.
You've been in the states for a long time, man. You know what I mean?
You know where he reside, bro.
You know where he's at.
Like I'm dog. He can't be your Goldberg, dog. I'm sure. I hope that is just fun tweeting at this point, but shoot the nigga if you really feel some way about it. Um, and speaking of just 180s, there's just just been a whole just a nasty 180 on CM Punk from the usual
I don't think it was at
the
180. I think most people made their mind up about Punk after the brawl out. Like either you were team AEW slash the Elite or you were team Punk it. I feel like
yeah.
anybody who was upset about him being on Raw was already upset with him to begin with.
Oh no, I don't think the Raw promo really tipped shit over the edge where I was just like, all right guys, relax. Um but nah, the usual accounts, they're just like, oh, they're acting like this was some nasty work, like this is nasty business. And it was just like,
What, the
oh,
Raw promo?
no, just
Oh,
appearing. This is
okay.
before Raw even started.
Okay.
Um yeah, just people just being like, this is nasty. Oh, he's a hypocrite, blah blah, this and that. Ryan Satin saying he's a hypocrite is hilarious. Like, nigga, you used to work for TMZ, Fox, and WWE.
What nasty?
You like triple threats nasty, bro. Relax. But yeah, I'm not gonna name any the other accounts and shit like that. But there was just like a nasty business over there, and a lot of people that were just like really disgusted at the move or whatever. But during the time that like brawl in happened, and CM Punk got suspended, like CM Punk and Jungle Boy are like suspended, right?
Mhm.
I did not see these people outright say that like AEW needs to fire CM Punk. I never seen them say, Punk needs to go. It seems like they were gonna rock with any decision that AEW, like if AEW like kept him, I feel like they would have been like, okay, they would say some shit like, okay, Tony Khan probably like, probably say like, Punk is on a 3 strike shit, or maybe AEW figured out how to like really calm the nigga down or some shit. Um, but overall, I just think just just nasty business, and they're gonna be mad for a really long time. And what's crazy is that the next day you get all the reports coming out, all sorts of shit. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about just about the Raw promo first, but I just thought that was like nasty business. Just a day later, all the more dirt comes out, and Twitter is doing this new thing now, just like the Twitter community, is that they're doing appreciation posts. You've been seeing a lot of those?
Look, so right, anytime um AEW follows any kind of adversity, the roster and the company's fandom for some reason feel the need to let us know how much they appreciate AEW and how much AEW done for them. It's really strange. I don't know what the goal is for those kind of tweets, but I just call it more. It's like a rallying of the troops when like
Yes.
you don't have to do all this, bro. Just put on a good show. like you're
Yeah.
I'm sure working for AEW is a pleasant experience for most of the wrestlers involved. A lot of these guys probably never got a chance, with WWE or whatever. Like, yeah, I understand they like put food on your table. That's awesome, but like, why are you telling us that for? Like, what do you want to do with that kind of information? Like, okay, it's like we're still
See,
excited about Punk
this
being over
yeah,
here.
see, CM Punk comes, they do his debut, and the first thing a nigga says is, man, I sure love working at AEW. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I think I haven't seen like a lot of notable wrestlers making those like I love AEW tweets.
nah, it's not like
Um,
the Lufisto one from like before when
yeah.
everybody was on it.
Um,
I believe I saw Mike Bennett. I saw one from damn, who's the other person? I remember Mike Bennett for sure.
yeah, Mike Bennett, Matt Menard made one.
Matt Menard was the other one. What did he say? AEW saved wrestling.
Yeah, and I
I
was
was
just
like, all
like,
right,
okay,
brother.
brother,
That's
whatever.
magic, wild dramatic.
Um, yeah, and then the other appreciation post is like just from the people. Um, like the Bryan Danielson one that dropped um yesterday.
Yeah,
That was funny business after the
we gained more
the
information on Punk's firing.
yeah.
So there's a committee of wrestlers who were kind of like the disciplinary committee, I guess, and is headed by Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like to me, I mean, based off of context clues, Tony Khan was too pussy to fire CM Punk himself, so he got CM Punk's good friend Bryan Danielson to do it because he can, that way he didn't have to deal with the blowback and it would be cool. Um, so yeah, we learned that Bryan Danielson is the police. He's AEW's hall monitor, and it really hurts to see my go out like this, man. I thought,
Hey, when I say he's on a legacy standing run,
oh,
I'm only more validated, bro.
that validated it for me. I had to like, damn, I had to really think about it. Like that genuinely upset me when I heard that. Like, damn, man, not my
And
guy, Brian.
and yeah, my thing is like when I thought about this is that like I feel like yeah, there's always going to be like that wrestle court sort of thing, which
Yeah,
I thought we were past that in kind of wrestling,
even if we're not wrestle.
or
Go ahead.
AEW would be different from
Yeah,
WWE and not have a wrestle court.
but
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
but like even with wrestling court, as far as I know, there's never been wrestling court for somebody to get fired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wrestling court, you're probably just hazing a rookie and making them buy, shots for the team or whatever. But like no one's getting fired off a wrestling court.
Hmm. Um,
Mind you, let's be clear. CM Punk absolutely deserved to get fired. I don't
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
make it seem like we're saying this because we didn't want to see him get fired.
No,
He deserved it. It should have been. She
Punk.
shouldn't have been a member of the roster doing it.
Yes. Punk being fired absolutely deserved. Bryan Danielson should not be the one to make that final call. I feel like this is an open shut case. He fought twice. Get him out of here. I don't really think he needed like Tony Khan needed to console in anybody, and I don't think that should have been Bryan Danielson's call to make. Nor should we know that that was Bryan Danielson's call to make.
Yeah, that was really strange
Why do
too.
we know that?
Why did that come out literally 12 hours after CM Punk does his Raw promo? Then we get that.
And then
What?
I don't think that makes Bryan Danielson look good, in my
It didn't look.
opinion.
It. I mean,
And it
people
doesn't make
seen it.
AEW it doesn't make AEW management look good.
I saw a lot of people caping for this, and I would just like, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how you could like.
They lost Punk.
This is a
They
clear,
rallied. They lost Punk. Rally under Bryan.
which is exactly what they wanted, and that's exactly why that news got out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's nasty work, but I get it. You know what I mean? Whatever. This is what they do. They
What's the
can.
point? But what's the point of having talent relations if you're gonna send Bryan Danielson to do the like put in the final word?
Unless he's part of talent relations now.
Like, but like, what was there to vote on?
I don't know.
That's like
Maybe people don't like Jungle Boy backstage. You're like, you know what? Nigga deserved it. Fuck it.
Punk needed to go, bar none. But I'm just confused on why we have this information. Why was he the one making the call, and why wasn't it like talent relations people that are people that get paid to do this? That's my thing. Um, I'm a manager. I'm not sending one of the associates to a final word on one of the you know the other associates. Like we might ask if like the situation, if there was like a situation between the two,
Yeah.
you know, but that shit don't really make any sense to me. And people are just like, it's fair to have like an unbiased third party. You know who's an unbiased third party? Tony Schiavone. He wasn't involved.
Yeah.
But I'm crazy for asking questions. Yeah, this don't make Bryan Danielson look good. And then there's just been a bunch of dumb, well, not even dumb, just a lot of weird appreciation posts, and then like they're fucking long and wordy and shit like that. And I'm just like, this is weird, dog. It's really fucking weird.
Yeah. And then on Monday we do get the promo from CM Punk, and let me tell you something.
People hate it.
No, well, all right. Let's get this out the way. Generational liar right there, CM Punk. Let me tell you.
Bro, okay, Brian just learned how to lie last year. I feel like he could do some generational lying too soon. But this is CM Punk.
Boy, when that man said, "I'm home," I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, bro, come on.
Dog, I laughed so hard.
Let's
I
be
was
for
just
real.
like, hey, my thing is he gonna say what them niggas don't want to hear.
Let's be for real though. Who you fooling?
He ain't fooling me. I know exactly what that was. That was a snow. That was a shot. That was a snow. That was a little
You know,
jab.
that little jab. It definitely was
It was a
a real
jab.
gut punch. Say, look, this is where I really wanted to be in the first place.
Hey,
I just being stubborn.
people was expecting him to like really get like in your face, like the shots is like in your face with it, like the shots ringing in your ear type shit. But nigga, I got media literacy. I could read between the lines. That was nasty business, bro. I'm home, most feared man. I feel like the most outwardly shot was I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. You
Yeah,
know,
he had a couple lines in there.
those your shots right there.
Yeah, I don't know why people thought we were about to get like a fucking Hangman Punk situation on Raw
And
on Monday. Like, what y'all thought was about to
and
happen?
and what is it? I was talking to Justin yesterday about it, and we were just like, what is that first promo gonna be like? And I said, if he's NDA'd up as normal AEW talent are when they're let go, we're not gonna get that scathing promo from him.
Yeah.
Or we're not going to get that those jabs from AEW, or those outwardly jabs on AEW from him, and if Punk being a babyface in the WWE does not hinge on if this is AEW or not,
It doesn't
so
matter in the grand scheme of like any of this.
yeah, it doesn't affect his character. Like, well, it doesn't matter to the people. And I don't think him, because obviously this is like this is a spiteful, this shit is fueled out of spite. You don't have a good baby face if everything he's doing is out of spite. You get what I'm saying?
For the most part, sometimes you can get away with it. Speaking of out of spite, I had it was almost half not even serious, but it was kind of serious when I said CM Punk that this promo on Raw compared to the promo on Rampage, where I felt like that one really felt like it was out of spite, and this one was more kind of out of acceptance and kind of like
Yeah,
maturity. Like, yo, I gotta
people
get my
didn't
shit
like that.
together, bro. You know, This is why I know I'd be on the bad side of wrestling Twitter when like niggas in my mentions start using big ass SAT words. That's when I know that I'm like, okay, I'm on the wrong side of wrestling. Like, the wrong side of wrestling Twitter got this because now we're on. What are y'all talking about? This dude used a word. He said, he called me a spigot. I don't even know what that means. Felt racist, low key. I don't know what that was about. But what's a spigot? You know what a spigot is?
No, but that's not a good thing.
They call me a spigot. Anyways, but,
Um, but no, I got what you were saying there. Like people wanted that. They like since they heard it was going to be commercial free for the first hour, they
that pissed
thought
me
he
off
was
too.
they thought he was going to have the first hour all to himself.
But he just
And
walked in there with a stool and just talked for an hour.
yeah, and when I read that and then they didn't do it and I was just like these shows have big enough stars, people that are on the same level of star power as Punk, where they do not need to front load that first hour with him.
They probably should have though, because let me tell you, when I saw the first hour free, and then I saw we're getting the whole fucking tag team gauntlet match, I said, get the fuck out of here, bro.
But guess
that
what?
pissed that pissed me off.
It might piss you off, but that's good TV.
Eh,
People want to see Punk. Well, so guess what? You make them sit through the whole show. They might have saw that tag team turmoil and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna change the channel." Right? They're gonna come back at 9 o'clock and see if he's there.
yeah, but I'm talking about for me as a viewer, just the show in
I,
general. I'm talking about
I
me.
no, I hear you, but it was a smart move nonetheless,
I probably would have started the show with Punk myself personally.
and that's why you're not part of this.
What difference does it make? What difference would it make anyway? You need, but look, we know what people want to see. People want to see Punk.
And
Fuck
guess
all that
what?
other
You
shit.
put him at the end, so you have them sit through Raw to see
That
that.
fucking
They
man.
they dangling the carrot, and guess what? You heard the promo, so guess what?
What?
You stayed as intended, as
I was I
planned.
was I was gonna say anyway if it was bad or not. I did think Raw was
It was
very
that,
uneventful on
and
Monday.
then what is it? And then what is it? Their viewership went up 29%. I'm not sure what is
Never
20. I'm
I
not sure what 29% is out of like 101.3 million, but that's a lot. That's
like no, I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I'm just saying Raw was very uneventful and I did not want to watch a whole fucking gauntlet for the first hour.
hey man, you didn't have to. I'm sure there was a basketball game or some shit.
That spreadsheet to finish, man. I'm almost done on the year. We're almost through it.
that's a punishment that you put onto yourself, brother.
We're almost
Um,
there.
but nah, I thought it was like a smart move, and then yeah, people really like the AEW promo was definitely out of spite. Um, he signed to them, and then you know his promo says what is it? Something years ago, I whatever the fuck he said about like when he left pro wrestling or whatever, yada
Yeah.
yada. Um, that's a spiteful jab. I think it's more poetic. Um, I will say I like the Rampage promo a lot. I
Yeah, that was
like it.
hype.
I
Fuck with
like
it.
it more. I like it more than the Raw promo. That's fine, but you know the tone was set, and if he's gonna if he's NDA man, you weren't really gonna get the scathing Rampage like promo. Nor I don't think he should be doing that. I feel like, and like I said earlier, I feel like that's gonna come from his opponents. A lot of his heel opponents are gonna say, "Oh, you're trying to come here, trying to do your thing. Have you got kicked out the fucking bingo hall or whatever?" And then that's an easy toss up for everybody. That's gonna get a good, that's gonna get a ooh from the crowd.
Love a good ooh, you
Yeah,
went there.
they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna go on forever, but they're definitely gonna milk that. Seth Rollins is gonna say it. Roman Reigns is gonna say it. If he talks to the Miz, maybe he'll say it. Um, Gunter might say it. You know, it is what it is. There was a funny thing that he said in his promo where he was just like, a lot of motherfuckers gonna wake up tomorrow and realize, they don't got what it takes on the mic in this ring or whatever anymore. And I said, damn, LA Knight.
He's
Your
talking to
days
him.
really, your days is really numbered, dog.
He's talking to Mr. Knight.
when when I heard those words, the first thing I saw was LA Knight in the Car Shield commercial, bro. You don't have what this takes, bro. Nigga, you wasn't even a Slim Jim mobile on Survivor Series, bro.
They gave
You're
him the
really
commercial though. They gave him the commercial. He did
but
get the
he
commercial.
but he wasn't in the whip though. They had New Day in that shit, bro.
I'll tell you what I can't wait for. Fuck all that. I can't wait for Roman Reigns to bar this man up. Oh, I can't wait. I'm talking about Punk, by the way. I can't wait for Roman Reigns to bar
Yes.
Punk up. I'm waiting for the day. Boy, I know
That
Roman got
shit.
so much smoke. I know Roman got so much smoke for him.
Hey,
Oh, I can't wait.
that nigga said you're a Paul Heyman guy. Paul Heyman is the tribal chief guy. And then that shit gonna hit.
Mm.
Um, but no, I think that's it on the Punk stuff. Um
When do you think his first match will be? It won't be. I know where they're waiting till Mania to do this, right? Like he has to wrestle at some point.
Royal Rumble.
Probably at the Rumble. In the Rumble or just a match at the Rumble?
I'm safe bet. I'm gonna say in the Rumble.
Would you come in number one?
No, I feel like Cody
Yeah,
knows that.
give him the full entrance. Give him come number one. Have him have a
Uh,
really good showing.
that nigga's coming out at 13.
13. All right.
Uh, 13 or 27. Those are the numbers I'm riding with.
I do have a good 27 winner. They always talk about it. It's been a long time since we had a 27 winner.
They trying to beat the Vince trope shit.
Now it's a 30 winner. We've gotten math. I feel like we got way more 30 winners than 27 at this point. For a while, it
Mm,
was 27 was like the magic number, but now I feel like 30 has been way more 30.
yeah,
A lot of ones too. I feel like
yeah.
they go to one too much.
No, that's fine with me. Um, QT Marshall has a departure from AEW. Normally, this wouldn't be a main topic, but his reason why is hilarious to me. He says AEW is becoming too much like New Japan Pro Wrestling, where it's becoming very more match driven than story driven. Um, I saw a lot of people were just like, but New Japan does have like a lot of story. I agree. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
I
story
don't
that
even
goes
think
into
it is
yeah.
like New Japan at
There's a
all. I
lot.
don't think so.
I don't think he's talking about that aspect though. I do think that like AEW is poorly like or purely match based, and it has been for a very long time. So I don't know why that shit irks him now. But can we just look at the similarities here? There's a ton of factions, a ton of tournaments throughout the year. What more is there need to like? That's very New Japan esque.
Yeah.
We get so like and like it works in the New Japan formula because you know when to expect this. AEW kind of just hits you over the head with it whenever. Um like we always know that New Japan Cup is in spring. And the winner of that goes to Sakura Genesis. Like we know that for sure. We know the G1 or the best of Super Juniors is also going to be like maybe like late spring, early summer.
Mm-hmm.
Tag league always in December or at the ass end of the year. Um, what is it? G1
Like August, right?
summer, but I believe it started in fall this year, which is like whatever. Um, same sort of deal. It always leaks into fall anyway. Um, but with like New Japan, I mean with AEW, shit, you might get 3 tournaments a year, 1, 4, like whenever the fuck they feel like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in that sense, yeah, they're very like New Japan driven and not story driven. Um, and like I do feel that Tony Khan he is modeling it after like a Japanese promotion. Um, but that just doesn't work here, and that doesn't work with the workers that he has. Um, so I get his reasoning.
There
I
had
just
to
thought
be
it was
a
funny.
certain balance. This is my thing. I'm not trying to hear that from fucking because I'm looking at it on the other side is like, yo,
Who the fuck are you to be talking?
who the yeah? Because like when you were in charge of any kind of sport, quote unquote, sports entertainment type of shit, you gave us the fucking Book of Hobbs and QTV bullshit. So like,
Yeah.
who are you? Who are you to tell us?
What
Like,
you
don't listen to
know,
you say this. If I'm Tony
yeah,
Khan, like I'm like, what do you think? You're one of the worst parts of the show. Why would I listen to you?
yeah, and supposedly Punk was the reason why he he didn't get much TV time, and I thought that was
Yeah,
funny. Because Punk's gone and he's still not getting TV time. Um, but I do agree. QT like when QT Marshall was just like I depart from AEW, I was just like I don't really give a shit. But the reasoning why was very funny to me, because I believe there is some truth to it. But you're not really the most creative guy either. But he ain't
that
wrong.
QTV was fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, terrible,
Let's
terrible.
be for real. One of the
And
worst
then
gimmicks of the year,
what is it? Book of Hobbs literally went nowhere. Um, I think the Nightmare
bro.
Factory does a
Fuck that.
terrible job of
Getting anybody over.
yeah.
Bro, Powerhouse Hobb whooped Chris Jericho's ass, like, but really whooped his ass. They had like no follow up off of that. Besides that, they black and jacked.
That
That's all we got.
and the like a guide in Street Fight.
Yeah, which was like a side quest, not even like you know what I mean. It wasn't even like anything that had anything to do with anything.
hmm Um yeah, and then all in sells to
27.
27,000 tickets.
Congrats. That's you know what off the first weekend. That's more than I thought they would get
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of time out, so
for a show that's in August.
yeah.
27,000 is real good.
People are just like, I'm gonna spend it now. You feel me? And
Okay, Christmas
we'll
time.
remember we have this. We'll remember we got this later.
So I guess the big announcement worked. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe Tony
Uh,
Khan's big announcement, his most recent big announcement,
it
it
was
worked out.
selling the tickets early is fine, but that ain't no huge announcement. Could have just said the shit, you know, and that would
Could
have
have been
been
a
it.
tweet. Could have been a tweet, but you know, it's all
Yeah,
good.
that's
Keep people
all.
talking.
Mm-hmm. But let's talk about AEW. Um, guide me through the show, bro, because
I
I
actually like
only
this
paid
episode.
I only paid attention to the promos for the most part.
I actually did like this episode. It was a lot of wrestling, not too much promo time. Besides, honestly, the worst part of the show was probably the MJF promo. So let me go open up the spreadsheet real quick. Let's see what happened to start it off. We started off with Jay Lethal versus John Moxley in a Continental Classic Gold League match. Thought it was cool. Jay Lethal in his first match, who I believe was against I don't even know. But it was more like more of his comedy shtick that he usually does. In this match, he kind of switched it up, and it was more so quote unquote serious Jay Lethal, and he was a lot more mat work. I don't know how many times these guys have wrestled each other before, but I think they had pretty decent chemistry. Honestly, I gave this match a 3.5. Strong match. Moxley is now 2-0 with 6 points in the Continental Classic. Jay Lethal is 0-2 with no points. The second match of the night, we get Mark Briscoe versus Roosh. Um, Mark Briscoe came into this with no wins as well as Roosh did. Roosh picks up the win over Mark Briscoe. Another actually pretty good match. Roosh is hard. Mark Briscoe wasn't no slouch either. Yeah, there's not much else to really speak on them. They were just pretty decent matches.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of been this is my situation with the Continental Classic so far. 3 shows in.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that really differentiates it. You know what I mean? It's not like because it's not like the G1 where that's the whole event. It's just like a part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And like There's no way. Like for example, I don't really know how they'd be able to do this in a wrestling capacity. Like for example, with the NBA in-season tournament going on right now, like they went out of their way to make it let you know like this is the in-season tournament. This is a whole different thing. We're changing the courts. We're changing the uniforms. This is a whole thing, and I feel like Dynamite and Collision and all the show needs something to differentiate these matches from every other match they have on the show. You know what I mean? Like the
Mm-hmm.
matches are good, but like it doesn't feel like I don't know. I'm not getting that feel like this is exciting. This is it just matches. You know what I mean? This is what they do every week. So it didn't.
Would you say
I
QT
don't
Marshall was right, bro?
about what. I mean, I've been anti constant tournaments all the time. I'm not denying what QT Marshall said. I think there's a balance. I think you can do stuff like this, but there has to be some kind of balance within the show. And I do feel like they're trying. I just don't know if it's good. Actually, I do know it's not. It's not good. But yeah, Mark Briscoe and Roosh, they had their match. I don't have the promos in front. Was there a promo after that? Is that when MJF came out?
No.
That wasn't when MJF came out. All right, the next match, AR Fox versus Wardlow. Um, this is a much more competitive squash than the usual ones he has. AR Fox did
Mm-hmm.
get some offense in, but this was the Wardlow show, and then that's it. The match happened, and he walked out. So we're still doing that. Um, then did MJF come out? At some point, MJF came out.
um, it wasn't after,
I know
immediately
that
after any match or anything like that. Um, I feel like it was a commercial break type thing. Uh, but MJF comes out. He cuts a promo on. Well, I can't even say he cuts a promo on. He he gasses up fucking Samoa Joe to all hell.
yeah.
Um, saying Samoa Joe's that guy. WWE failed to make him a world champion, and I was just like, oh, that's what we're going with. That's the crowd you want to appeal to right now, bro. The Samoa Joe should have beat Brock Lesnar.
I always hate that
Um,
take because, like, bro, dude was always hurt. It's not
injury prone and
bro.
not
Injury
drawing
prone is
money like Brock Lesnar. Let's be real. Um, like they had great matches. I would have liked if they had more matches together, but nah, it wasn't all that, bruh. Um, but yeah, that's all that. And then we get the light cut, the blackout, and then strobe lights started happening, and then MJF was getting beaten up during a rave. Um, and then Samoa Joe, who made good, trying to make good on his promise, making sure MJF is 100% for World's End, so there's no excuses when Samoa Joe rips it away from him. Um, and then the little demon, the devilites disperse, and then the feed not it goes to black again, but it goes to black for a really long time.
yeah, like the devil cut the feed.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're going for. As you guys know, I'm watching these shows illegally, so I thought my stream just died. So I didn't. I thought like my stream just like like when your stream just randomly dies in the middle of the show. I
Yeah.
thought that's what happened, and I was like, oh
It
no, that
it
was supposed to happen.
it took a while for that shit to come back up, bro.
I
Niggas,
wasn't mad.
niggas ain't hit the play button. Nah, it was just for mad long. I don't think it was like anything like crazy.
I saw a
And
lot of
then
retribution comparisons off the rip. People were like,
oh
"This is like
yeah, it's
retribution." It was very
totally.
retribution esque.
It was totally esque. No, it was.
Straight up retribution. It was.
It absolutely was. Um, and the devil said next week, um, they'll be seeing MJF next week, and then MJF was just like, "Bitch, you want a tag match? Let's fucking go!" And then Samoa Joe was like, "Oh, whoa, now,
Whoa, what you
big
talking
guy.
about? I'm trying to do all that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to beat your
Yeah,
ass."
you know what I mean? I'm trying to team up with you. So yeah,
So
we should also point out that MJF has a torn labrum. Throw that
yes.
out there. He's still gonna work, but he has a torn labrum, just so we know.
Hey man, Bryan Danielson got one eye. He about to, and he's still about to cook. So,
He about to wrestle Eddie
um,
Kingston too. They about to smack shit out of each other.
that's gonna be something. Um, Yeah, so that was the MJF thing. There's gonna be a tag match next week with him versus the Devilites. So we'll see what happens. Quick hits. Christian cuts the long reminiscing of the childhood promo with a lot of
I
dirt
like this.
baggery. Um I didn't because when Edge came in the first time, he cut the babyface version of the childhood reminiscing. He was like, "You're beating up Sting, Sting. We liked Sting growing up, man." And I was like, "All right, brother, who gives a shit?" Um, and then when they were reminiscing about school, and then hitting the road. What is it? Uh, Toby
The
the
Ford,
tourist. I
yeah,
was
for
like,
the
"All
Ford
right,
tour.
bro."
But then when he got into talking about like his parents and how his dad wasn't there, and then his mom, his mom loved you, and he's like when he said do it for the Jude Meister, that made me laugh. I'm surprised
Yeah,
I
that did
didn't
make you
laugh at
laugh.
that because that made me fucking laugh. Um, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good to play on Edge's emotions, and I thought it's been kind of Christian's whole mo for these last few months. I really did enjoy that promo. I'll tell you who did enjoy that promo.
Ooh.
Britt Baker did not like that promo at all. well, I should actually. What did she say exactly? Let me go look up the tweet.
What she didn't like the Christian promo?
She didn't like any of the promos, and I'm gonna tell you why. Where's the tweet at? She said, and I quote: tonight's AEW Dynamite MGF live promo time 7 minutes. Christian Cage live promo time 10 minutes. All of 2023 AEW Dynamite. Britt Baker live promo time 0 minutes. So first of all, she had the stopwatch out off the rip.
Hey,
Two, two. I think it's really funny that she didn't say all the women promo time. She said all Britt Baker's
just
promo time.
her. Yeah, very selfish. And I like New Jack said, keep up the good work. One less cracker we got to worry about.
If that's not the most white feminist Britt Baker thing to fucking tweet out ever, you couldn't tell me any different. But yeah, I think she's. I mean, she's not wrong. The women don't get any very much in ring promo time.
I'm no, I'm gonna stop you right there, bruh. I'm not trying to hear jack shit about complaining not being on the show, bro. Cause you did that dick sucking ass shit when Lufisto
Mm-hmm.
was trying to help y'all bitches stand up for the fuck for yourselves, and now you complaining about not being on TV. That is your problem. Sit on that shit. Not
Told you
trying to hear none of the
that
complaining.
that's that fucking that white feminism bullshit. Only when it benefits them.
Yep, you trying to weaponize that shit. No, it's too fucking late. That your little crocodile, your white tears not working on us.
Mm-mm.
When she said, "Hey man, the women out there, they need to get more time on TV. They setting women wrestling's back." She didn't mean, you know, y'all wrestling ability, but I think so. But she was saying what y'all was giving scraps and nothing on those fucking shows. And what y'all do, y'all said, don't be nice to Ruby Soho. She's the nicest woman I ever met, blah, blah, this and that. Now you want to complain about not being on TV? Eat a Frank. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Also, I don't want to see you on TV, nigga. What the fuck you do? You don't do shit.
Mm.
And then what is it? She liked the tweet from some dude that quote tweeted a MJF tweet, and he was like, "You almost single handedly destroyed the vibe." And I'm sure that means nigga, you're tanking the show. That was liked by her, Jack Perry and Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara, you're on maternity leave. Shut up. You also suck. Jungle
Congrats
Boy, you're also
to
ass.
congrats to Sammy Guevara for having the baby. Dude, he had his baby.
Yeah, I
That's
believe they named the baby Luna. Beautiful name,
a
but you was
beautiful
shit
name.
on TV. You wasn't adding shit to the TV neither. Jungle Boy, nigga, if you the devil,
Sammy, let me tell you something. Fatherhood is a beautiful thing. Appreciate these moments. Take your time. I mean, you don't have to come back no time
yeah,
soon.
spend as much time as
Spend as
possible
much
with the
time as
child, bro.
possible.
Double up on the maternity leave, my
You know
nigga.
what I mean? Keep
Well,
Tony Khan down.
be there for their first steps, bro. For the first tooth falling out, for
That's
their
mad long.
second birthday,
First
for their third
steps.
birthday, when they start preschool, first grade, second grade, third, when they graduate from college, all that jazz, bro.
Yeah,
Take as much
steps
time
keep you
as you
there.
need, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I ain't trying to hear that shit, boy. And I think it's clear to say that MJF is not really well liked in that locker room. So either he leaves to go to the WWE in 2024,
Hell yeah.
or a lot of them niggas try to leave.
Hey, look, you want to do a quick guess of who's leaving? Real quick. Who's leaving?
No.
Starks is leaving. Starks is out of there. Stark is 1 foot out the door. He can't fucking wait to leave.
Garcia's out of there. That is my
Gar-
surefire guess.
you're 100% on Garcia. I can see
1,000.
Garcia out of there. I can see Garcia out of there. Miro, I don't know when Miro's up.
Miro staying.
Yeah, I think Miro got a couple more years to sit at home. Andrade, Andrade don't even try to hide it. He wants out. He can't go nowhere.
Reap what you sow, nigga. Stay there.
Yeah.
Actually,
Bro, he's so thirsty. His tweets are so thirsty. When he posted the guy, what did he post? Oh, where Punk got signed. This nigga was
posted.
so quick to post a picture of him and Punk.
Yeah.
He said, "It's my boy, my hermano."
But what's funny is that he posted that picture before. I think he might have posted that shit like after Brawl Out or whatever. So I thought that was really funny. But yeah, that nigga thirsty as shit. But no, that is the only guess that I'm doing. Honestly, real shit. Red Velvet, we'll love to have you. Keep up the good work. I like what you've been doing out there, man.
I like Red Velvet.
Represent from South Florida, man. We need you. We need you in the gray tea.
From your mama's kitchen. You feel me? After Christian Cage promo, we get the return of Dante Martin and Top Flight and Action Andretti versus the Hardys and Brother Zay.
I already know. I one thing that I want to say, I'm surprised you skipped over it, bro. I did not need to see that injury.
Oh, why did bro? I had to turn my head. I couldn't. I don't like seeing shit like that. I don't know what made. There was no reason to show that. They did not need to show that. You could have just said he twisted his ankle, bro. I didn't need to see his whole foot do a 360.
Yeah.
What do I gain from that?
I did not watch this match. I was not paying attention.
It was fun. It was a fun little match. It was good. It was a good comeback. I'm really happy for Dante Martin. He came back within 8 months, especially for something so gruesome as that fucking injury. That was nasty. In his hometown too, Minneapolis. So he got the hometown pop.
The light skin brigade.
Yeah, they outside.
The young and reckless team.
And they outside. I just want them to all be healthy for a change. I feel like they all can't be healthy at the same time. One of them always seems to get hurt. So I want to make sure they're all good. They looks like they'll be wrestling Pentagon and the other Luchador friends. Commander and Vikingo.
Be safe and then wrestle the nigga that fucking hurt his ass.
Yeah, so they're doing that. They didn't specify. Probably like collision though or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Amy Sakura. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. No, I was gonna say, Julia Hart defeats Amy Sakura. Stop putting her on my TV, yeah.
Who? Julia Hart, Amy Sakura.
Amy Sakura, actually. Stop it, yeah. Stop it.
I don't mind Amy Sakura, but I just don't understand why she had a title match when we just watched her lose the last like 3 matches she's been on TV. Like she's done. What momentum has she gained to get this match? It's not like she could pull off she won a bunch of matches on Dark because Dark don't exist no more. So where did this come from?
Yeah. Did Chris Statlander beat her or like for her first match back or for her first match as champion?
Let's see.
Let's check it back.
Go.
No, Ric Flair said something scathing on Rampage.
I actually liked his promo.
He said, out of context, but 18 to 28, no boyfriends, no husbands. Meet me at my hotel room. Woo! No, he didn't add. He didn't add the room, but he probably added the woo.
He probably did the woo. But yes, Chris Statlander did defeat Emi Sakura on September 6th, Dynamite. Bro, as soon as you said Ric Flair and the first words out your mouth was 18, I knew where it was going. This nigga's nasty. Nasty ass pervert.
Yeah. But yeah, so you have Chris Statlander beating up Amy Sakura. Then you have what is it? You have Hikaru Shida win it, and then she beats her up, and then you use Amy Sakura to warm up Tony before she wins the title, and then you have her be Julia Hart's first opponent. And I thought that is just why.
It's the gatekeeper.
I'm pretty sure you have so much more women to use, and so much more women that can job. Why do we always go to Amy Sakura?
Mm. Somebody
Makes
gotta
no
lose.
sense to me, man. Hey, they got a lot of motherfuckers that could lose, man.
Somebody gotta lose. I don't know. Um,
But yeah, we already talked about Warlow and AR Fox, and then we get the Tony Storm promo. I actually don't know what was said. I was paying attention, but I didn't get to hear anything.
you too busy looking at her feet. Nasty ass.
I was playing
Creep.
Snap.
Creep. You're a real
Her feet
creeper.
not
You
even
know
that
that?
fire, bro.
You look at her feet. I don't know what her feet look like.
Yes, you do.
Hmm? I don't know what her feet look like.
I think
You know my
because
feet radar.
the first thing that you said after that segment was over was I wish I was RJ City.
Yeah, just
Lame ass
because
nigga.
she had the legs on him. I didn't even get to look at the feet. I just saw the legs on him. I was like, damn,
Lame nasty ass nigga.
who me?
You's a
For what?
freak.
Not even that freaky. Look, I don't know what happened. Also, Mariah May went to Tony Khan's office. I don't know what that was about either. So I don't
All
know.
I know that promo made me really uncomfortable because she was really flirting it up with RJ City, and I was just
Yeah.
like,
Allegedly,
can y'all get this nigga off my TV?
allegedly, this is based off of like some old movie, some classic movie that I never heard of. So
It doesn't matter.
I'm
It's
sure
just still
it plays
ass.
into that. I just don't know what it's about, so I can't really speak on it too much. But Mariah May looks very nice. I'll say that much.
Did you know
Made
she was
it.
in Stardom?
I was familiar with that.
The
Is that the new Britt
I
Baker
was
the
in
dentist?
I was in Stardom.
Or is that the new Bronson Reed beat Okada?
at
That one makes
least
me laugh.
at least what
Because he
is
was
it?
dead ass serious with that tweet too. Like he beat Okada. How
At
dare he
least
lose to whoever?
at least Bronson Reed doesn't say on Raw, I beat Okada.
He should. He should come out and say I beat Okada. That'd be
Yeah.
fire.
I mean, when he wrestled Shinsuke, he was just like, nigga, I used to beat the nigga better than you.
You
Funny.
know what I
Um,
mean? You didn't do that. He might have did
but
that.
he might have did it a couple times, but I feel like Okada probably won more than Shinsuke. But yeah, let's talk about NXT.
Hold on, you forgot the
Um,
main event.
what was the main event? It was like Jay White.
Jay White swerved.
Yeah, Swerve won.
Good match.
I thought you spoke on it when you talked about the other matches.
No, I only spoke on the first two. I was just going through sequential order.
Mm,
Really,
mm.
so far I would say that was the best match of the tournament that's seen so far. I thought Eddie Kingston, Brody King from Collision was good as well, but I think this one surpassed it. Swerve is now 2-0 in the tournament with 6 points. Jay White is 1-1, and Jay White, man, hate to see it.
Them niggas don't like you, bruh.
I'm not gonna believe in the Swerve push until he faces Moxley. If he beats Moxley in the tournament, then I'll believe it.
Uh, can we talk about NXT now?
Sure, what about see?
The thought of Swerve possibly winning this whole thing makes me fucking nauseous.
I think he's going to. That's the worst part.
His cousin put it in that work, boy. I tell you what.
Mm.
NXT. We got our Iron Survivor matches. This has to be the weakest men's match yet. With Braun Breaker versus Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe, yo. I don't know what they was teaching niggas in New Japan Strong, but they wasn't teaching you how to work. That was probably just expensive cardio classes, bro.
They're doing hack squats, not hack squats. Other squat. I forgot what they're called. And then boys doing
sure,
push-ups and squats.
yeah. Shibata probably the worst teacher, probably the worst teacher yet, bro.
I don't know what they do with Eddie Thorpe. He's not very interesting. I don't think that gimmick's working. I know it's not really a gimmick because he's actually Native American, but I don't think those kind of gimmicks work in 2020, 2023. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you
This
can't
like
you can't just
you're
be
not you're not
Tatanka
yeah, but you're not Tatanka. Like it don't work no more. You gotta have something more to it. I feel like we haven't expanded past. Hey, I'm Native American since he's been here. He's
and
been here
and
for
and I
what, like
like EDM.
6 months? Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. He got to go back to the drawing board. I think it's not hitting for me.
yeah, honestly, you know what? I was thinking about it a lot, and I was just like, man, I forget what show it was mentioned on or like how this conversation sparked in my head. But I was thinking about Eddie Thor. I was just like, I don't want to count him out yet. He just needs to have a fire stipulation match like Boa did,
He
or
did have one.
solo, right? And then that was my immediate thought. I was like, damn, he did have one. And he still asked.
But also, to be fair, we weren't really that big on Solo either until
No, no,
you
no,
know
yeah, no, yeah. But I turned around on solo after that thing. There's still no turnaround for this nigga.
there might be time. I'm I don't know, man.
I'm open to being impressed, but I'm not. It's not
Yeah,
happening right now.
that's where I'm at with it. I agree.
Uh, y'all can put that on the bingo card. I said it, but Lonnie
How do we feel?
Jordan.
Oh, I
Oh, go
was saying, how
ahead.
do we
No,
feel
no.
about like just where Bron's at right now? Kind of.
I think him possibly like being in a title picture or like being in a number one contenders match is a lot better positioning that he's been doing the past
Bro, you've been doing side
two,
missions for
three
like the
months.
last. Yeah, you've been doing side missions for like the
Yeah, like
longest. I
this
just feel
this
like
this this is better than wrestling Corbin. Which I feel like Corbin was a test of some sort. I don't necessarily know if he like
I like that match.
yeah, but it's weird because he passed the test, but like the test didn't like the test is still ass. I think he's doing his kind of like best work right now with the story that they're telling with him and Ilya, whereas like it's family man versus rich man,
Mhm.
very classic, very blue collar, very simple story, which is like really cool and shit. But
It's Steamboat Flair.
yeah, but the shit that Baron Corbin was doing with like Gable Steveson, fucking Vaughn, his Vaughn Wagner and Braun Breaker type shit, Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's finally doing good stuff now. But I'm glad that Braun is possibly, well, he's in a number one contenders match, and then and if him and Ilya go at it again, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Um, Kalani Jordan versus Kiana James. Kalani Jordan wins with an interference from Roxanne. She rings the doorbell, looking right, and then that distracts Kiana James, and then Soruka does the split-legged moonsault, and then we get the dub.
So
Um,
Ruka.
oh, I said so. Oh man, I
So
was
Ruka.
I will. I remember the match, and then I said the wrong fucking name. I even remembered the finish, and I said the whole wrong fucking name. I was
Where'd
I
she
was in
come
my
from?
stride real quick, man.
It's
Uh, Kalani Jordan, my fault. Same nigga, different skin tone. Um, but yeah, Kalani Jordan wins. Also, Nikita Lyons was in the crowd, so I think they're probably preparing her to come back. So that's varies how you feel about it.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that I think this is a good thing.
So it looks like we're gonna do Kiana James versus Roxanne at deadline. Also, side note, I'm not going to deadline. I don't feel like driving to Bridgeport. That's too fucking far. I made that decision like last week. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I
That's
hear
too
this.
far. I ain't
Not
trying to
even,
drive.
not even for the show, man.
You don't understand driving to Bridgeport how garbage that drive is. I'm not. I really don't
Don't
want to do
drive
it.
there. Walk, nigga.
Walk to Bridgeport? You stupid.
Have Sid bring the driver around, bro. He got you.
He might got me. I'm gonna have Sid.
Rich guy. You see how you be meal prepping, bro?
Feel
That boy
me?
got you.
That's a
That
lot of
boy got
money.
you, bro.
Hey, that's a lot of money. Now I think about it.
You feel me? Go ahead and
Groceries ain't cheap.
hit the snap, bro. Have the chauffeur at your door, bro. Um, but we've had all the qualifying matches already, so we are going to have the last chance qualifier, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool. That's something that NXT always does. Like, it doesn't always count somebody out. And then you get you get another cool triple threat or fatal four way.
Mm-hmm.
When they don't qualify. And I think it fills time relatively well. Um, it's gonna be Kalani Jordan. Fuck, man. Let me pull that up on you. It's gonna. So far, it's Kalani Jordan, Tiffany Stratton, Blair Davenport. Yeah, I think that's it, right?
No, one more.
Who's the last?
You said Tiffany's Lash
Last
Legend.
Legend. Yes. So that's them. And then I don't Thea Hale, Kiana James, Roxanne.
Yeah, those are the losers. And I forgot the
Uh,
other one. The other loser.
don't say it
Yeah,
like that.
fucking loser. Roxanne. Because Lash was the first one to get in, right? Oh, Fallon Henley. Fallon
Fallon
Henley was it.
Henley.
Yes.
Banger on the way. Um, I think that should be fun. And then for the men is going to be Carmelo Hayes.
Trick.
Trick loss?
Oh, you're talking about the people who,
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know.
The people that are in Dijak, Trick Williams, Josh Briggs. Uh, uh,
Bro, why don't
uh.
we just pull it up? What are we doing? All right. It's Trick William, Dijak, Josh Breaks, and Braun Breaker. We just talked about them.
Oh, yeah, that match was ass. um, and then can you pull up who the finals is going to be? It's not on the WWE website. I thought it would be there
I have to go
for
look
like
at. I'm going through the spreadsheet. So Braun Breaks is going to be Eddie Thorpe, and then I have to
mhm.
see Carmelo Hayes, um, Joe Coffey, yuck,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Von Wagner. Interesting
That's not going
match.
to be a banger as much as the women.
Interesting match.
Yeah. Excuse me. I could have kept scrolling down on um on the web page and like figured it out, but yeah, I don't. The women's triple threat sounds a lot better than that men's one. Um, what is other main topics that we have? We have the super senior fatal four way. If Wesley wins, he gets to face Dominic Mysterio at deadline. I thought that
Hell of
this
a match.
match was really good. I might have called it the super senior thing. That's just jokes. I felt like the shit was always going to be good. Cameron Grimes is great. I was surprised he got pinned by Wesley.
I'm
Actually,
not.
I'm not.
He
Never
loses all
mind.
the time. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I was like, this nigga don't really do shit on SmackDown. Um, but nah, they showed the fuck out, yeah.
They went crazy. That was like some like
Yeah,
that was a 2016 NXT type shit. That was peak NXT.
yeah. That honestly, that's the shit that they that's been lacking from the show. Um,
Yeah,
so it was
they
nice.
just don't have the worker stat to really do that. I feel like
Yeah,
so it's
so
nice to see that once in a while.
yeah, let's keep it to a minimum again. So that's what we don't think what the show is all about.
I'll tell you
Um,
this much. I'll tell you who was the worst performer of that match. Dominic
hmm.
Mysterio. Boy, don't ever put him on that damn commentary thing again.
Oh, he had nothing to say.
He had nothing to say. They were like Dick was trying so hard to get Dom to say shit, and he just like
Yeah, I
it,
felt like when Dominic was talking about like the superstars in here or the people that he's facing against has like done more than him and like deserved that opportunity. He was kind of right. Actually, he wasn't right at all because all them niggas is losers. DIY loses damn near all the time. Bronson Reed has lost multiple times already. Even to the point where his feud leaked into him losing this match as well. Um, yeah, all these guys are on losing streaks and super seniors, except what is it, Wesley, I guess. So yeah, no, I was originally gonna say he kind of had a point because Wesley really doesn't deserve this shot. Like you left for mad long, son. And it was just like I need that shot, bro. Fuck it. Um, but he earned this. He earned this shot. He wins the match. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a nice little fatal four way.
Yeah, that spot where Johnny Gargano slingshotted Cameron Grimes into
Whew.
my man.
Hey, the long dart is fucking hard, but nigga,
What?
you gonna hurt somebody, bro.
Don't fucking slingshot me into a nigga's balls, bro. Don't do that. That's a wild spot.
That's not how you get down, bro.
No, I mean not
Uh,
not my wrestling. It's not what I grew up on. That's crazy. I definitely grew up on that. Niggas doing Bronco Buster.
yeah.
What am I talking about?
Um, the D'Angelo family, they defeat Angel and Humberto.
We're 0-8 on the year, by the way. No wins.
Yeah, no wins. I still thought the match was pretty fucking good.
Another
So
another another one of those situations. Why? How the hell they get attacked? How do they get a title match?
yeah, fucking weird.
Fucking losers. Good match though.
uh Ilya Dragunov defeats Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier was just like, hey man, Corbin pretty got it pretty fucking good, dog. Uh I hate to be that nigga Ilya. Ilya said, why is that? Fuck nigga. He said, all you got is a family, you ain't rich nigga. Ilya said, I'll see you later, bruh. They have the match and Ilya beat that boy ass.
Whoop that nigga's ass. Bro.
He
I think
he he
he
could
beat
have
him up
outrun the
harder.
fade.
He beat him up harder than he beat up Gunther. Low key.
Yeah.
Whooping his ass. You would have thought like Frazier like really for real disrespected him, like spit on his wife or something. He was just like, yo, he didn't do
No,
all that.
the double H bomb. I said
Double,
I'm
triple.
feeling.
He did
Oh, it
three.
was oh shit. I was
He did
fucking with
two.
it, bro.
He did two straight up, and the third one he bounced off the ropes and did it
Okay, because
for
I was like,
maximum impact.
because one, use a fuck nigga. Two, why you speaking on grown man business?
Mm-hmm.
Three, use a fuck nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nathan Frazier's a fucking loser. Like, of course, you don't want to just be just a champion like Dragunov, because you always lose shit. You just want to collect the check now, loser.
Mm.
Uh, Ilya had to handle that ass, man. Got him. Smoked the shit. Loved it.
Loved it.
I thought it was great.
No misses.
Um, yeah, right. Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic also have a match. This match was oddly
Not good.
yeah, that and then also like Joe Gacy had a little video under it where he was like under the ring, but that shit sounded like he was under the truck going across the border. Uh, that shit sounded crazy. Um
Yeah, what's up
yeah, this
with
is
also?
not good.
We need somebody to protect the ring bell. Because clearly everybody can get their hands on it at any point during the show.
Yeah. That was
Disrupt
weird.
the
That was the thing that they decided to go with. Just yeah, we're going. We
twice.
don't. It must have been the timekeeper birthday or some shit.
Yeah, they're trying to they're ribbing them or something. Like, what
Yeah.
is this about?
And then Booker Vic Joseph was also saying the same thing. Was like, we got to protect that ring bell, and Booker T was like, who gives a shit? And then the ring bell, and then Vic said, oh, the timekeeper could lose their job, and Booker said, who cares about the timekeeper?
Booker's funny, man.
I
Funny guy.
feel him. I don't give a fuck about I don't give a fuck about the timekeeper, bro. Like, come on, say.
Yeah, but Ariana Grace and Carmen, they had a match. Couldn't tell you what happened.
Yeah, I close my eyes and I see nothing. Um, all I remember is Joe Gacy came out.
Ariana Grace's new finisher, the Wasteland, but it doesn't. I mean, I didn't think
Oh, it
Wade
looks
Barrett.
bad.
I didn't think Wade Barrett's looked good. So this one was even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
It's
go
a
back to
it's
the
a
drawing
it's a
board on that
fall
one.
it's a fall away slam going forward.
Yeah,
Um,
didn't look good when Wade Barrett did it either. I
yeah.
feel like Ariana Grace is such a big girl. She's like a big girl move. I guess like it is a big girl, but there's no
You know
impact.
what she need, baby.
What she need the overdrive,
Sidewalk
big boot,
slam, baby.
the big boot, snake eyes into the big boot.
Yeah, fuck it. I feel like something honestly, the snake eyes into the big boot, hard
Bro,
combo.
hold on. First of all, what difference is a fucking sidewalk slam to a fucking
Oh, I don't know.
wasteland?
Oh well, the slide. I feel like the
Oh no,
side.
don't please
The
don't justify this.
I feel like the whatever the fuck that she did, it looked like the bullshit that you it's like the wrestling move you do to a bag of ice that you carry into the car from the cooler. It looked kind of crazy, but you said a big girl move, and I always think sidewalk slam.
She get back to the drawing board. What was Santino's? Just do the Cobra. Fuck it. Like a beauty queen version. I don't know.
Hey
Figure it
man,
out.
let her be her own woman,
She
man.
can be her own woman. No one said she had to do I mean, she's basically Santino anyway.
You want
The same
Santino
shit.
and you want Santino in the bra, bruh.
We already
He
got
already
that.
did that. Fuck you.
I didn't
Trying
mean
to
to
beat
beat
you
you to
to
the
it.
punchline.
um, nah, she needs a different finisher though. Honestly, let her do snake eyes into the big boot. I don't give a shit. Um, fuck Hulk Hogan, but that combo kind of hard, bro. Um, and then we get Lexis King versus Josh Briggs. I thought this was a really good match.
Brooke Jensen.
Unfortunately, Brooke Jensen has did most of the offense here. So I still can't get that real gauge on Alexis King just yet, or like if I'm really feeling it or not. I'm feeling it story wise, but in ring wise, I'm not sure.
We just
Um,
stirring shit up. We didn't
yeah,
specify. We got the NXT anonymous video
yes, I was about to get to
of
that.
Lexis King pulling up on Trick Williams.
And um, I was talking to Justin after the show. Um, and I was just like, yeah, I said, oh man, this kind of absolves Carmelo's hands from this.
No, it don't.
And then and all he said was, "Does it?" So,
Yeah, I said the same thing. This is giving me big Rikishi Triple H vibes. They're in cahoots.
Mhm. Like once
Can't fool me.
once he said, "Is it?" That's when the clock tower started twirling again. I was just like, "Oh shit!" um, it's like, yeah, you're right. Carmelo Hayes tries to interfere in the match. Similar to how Alexis King interfered in his match. I think I don't know.
And Josh Briggs was like, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah. Um, I was about to say, would you fuck over somebody that you're in cahoots with? And my immediate thought was, yeah, to cover up your own tracks. So, these niggas playing it dirty, real dirty. I expect shenanigans in the male Iron Survivor match.
For sure.
Um, let's talk about some video packages that goes on here. Alpha Academy challenges the Metaphor to a 6-person tag match, mixed tag match, so that should be fun. Maxine was gonna do the thing. Baron Corbin told Ilya Dragunov, your life not glamorous as mine, and all I need to top it off on my luxurious life is that title belt. I thought that was a really good promo. And then to chase you, big chase you. Hey
Mm.
man, niggas like when niggas bet on themselves until they using your money. Shit's whack, son.
He's running a sloppy shop over there at Chase U. Let me tell you.
Niggas always be like, bet on yourself, bet on yourself. When he do it, it's not cool.
Nah,
It's cool. It's cool when Johnny Gargano do it. It's a problem when I do it.
nah. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, look, he had a problem. He said he got some gambling debts. What do you think he put on the parlay? What do you think?
He betted on himself. Literally.
Yeah.
He what is it?
Is that what
He
he said he
paid
did?
no, but he paid I truly believe that he paid Tony and Stacks to take the fall.
I do too.
And he probably had a parlay on himself saying, yo, I'm about to hit this many moves. I'm about to do this many shits. Dukas about to do this many shits. And I'm gonna win the title. And then what is it? That's like a 4-leg parlay. And then He was just like, yeah, we gonna hit this shit. We gonna hit big. He placed a ticket on Stack, or Stake, whatever the shit Drake be on,
Steak.
and put a couple tuitions up.
Mm,
He's
not looking good.
he just needed to put the money back. That's all.
Not looking good. You know, I respect him that he came out and didn't try to hide it. Like, yeah, look, man, I
Yeah.
fucked up. You know what I mean? You gotta
Um.
respect that.
You had a tweet earlier about saying the women who has a bright future in NXT, or you see a lot for in NXT. Um. Let me find all the names. I just wanted to bring it up really quick.
Oh,
Uh,
I wish I just remembered it, but my brain clearly doesn't work. I said Sol Ruka,
mhm.
Kalani Jordan, Roxanne Perez, Kiana James, and Lola Vice are going to be the next crop of ladies that are going to make moves in WWE.
Yes.
A lot of people mentioned Tiffany, but I was like, I thought I just
She's already
Tiffany.
up there. Yeah.
That's a given. I wasn't like
Yeah.
this is more of the
Her
girls who haven't really like done. I mean, Roxanne's done shit, but like
her yeah, Roxanne probably could have been left out because that kind of goes without saying. Lyra, Roxanne, and Tiffany, they kind of go without saying.
yeah,
And a person I wanted to add to the list to this is JC Jane, because in this segment, she was cracking me the fuck up,
she
bruh.
was funny.
She was fucking killing me, bruh. One, she's dressed as a Black Panther. Like she got her head down and she got her fist up like a Black Panther. That shit killed me, yo. She's hilarious in this. I think she's a fantastic addition to Chase U. Top three additions. For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, fantastic stuff. I love the Chase U shit. I can't wait to see more of this unfold. I love how much of a big deal they're making the story, because we still have like the Who Attack Trick story, which is like bigger on the show. We have the main title picture that's kind of like still bigger on the show, but this segment is what gets the commercial during Raw.
I mean, it's been going on the longest. There's always something going on with Chase U.
Hey
Always
man,
something.
I love this faction. Yeah, it's really the gift that keeps on giving.
I didn't think it would last this long, but somehow it keeps going. It's a never ending
I
saga.
at first I did not really like it because I didn't really feel like bleep cursing was very funny. Um, when he first started,
Yeah.
but when he started showing out in the ring, hey, I'm fucking with it. I really am. What is it? I think I forget what match it was. I think it was either him versus Carmelo Hayes, or him versus Braun Breaker. Um, I was like, this nigga really fucking got it, yeah.
I would hope so. Dude, been wrestling for like
Oh
well
yeah,
over a decade.
yeah.
I would sure hope so.
But he good, man. Chase, you always good with me, man. Um, that's it for our show. Oh, the scrap in the NXT parking lot. Kiana James and
Oh, we
what's
forgot the
it?
first fight. The first fight
Oh
in the
yeah,
fucking locker room. That one was fucking hilarious.
One. I like the segment because Roxanne comes in the frame mad crazy. Uh, she like slides in and just starts talking, but not
Talking
like
shit out of nowhere. Like,
but
who are you?
she's not looking at anybody. She's just talking to the air while everybody
Talking
reacts.
shit. Izzy
Yeah.
Dan, like, who the fuck are you talking to, dog?
And Roxanne was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" and gave her the
Huh?
fucking mean mush.
How you let Izzy Dan be disrespected? Who is Izzy Dan to be disrespecting somebody like that?
Hey, Roxanne need to let these
Bro?
bitches know who the fuck she is, bro.
And then they start fighting, and then fucking Kiana comes out of nowhere. Now they did double teaming her.
Came at her
Oh,
crazy. Izzy
that
Dame
was
don't take no
funny.
shit, bro.
That was
Uh,
hilarious.
Izzy Dame won some points in my fucking eyes with that, bro. That shit made me laugh. And then Kiana James and Roxanne brawling in the parking lot. You know how I get down in the NXT parking lot. I feel like for April Fools, we just need a mockumentary of the NXT parking lot.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would love like, oh, let's do more Southpaw original wrestling. Let's do like a little mockumentary joint of the NXT parking lot. It truly
There's
has
so
its
much
own
lore.
mythos. yeah, it truly has its own mythos. So like, let's get that shit cracking, yeah.
What was the origin? Was it the Kenta injury? Was that the origins?
Yeah, I feel like that's where it
Damn, was that the
starts.
first one? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You're not gonna be able to speak on it, but
What happened?
he can't. They're not gonna get Kenta to speak on his
Oh,
injury, like
I
his
know.
legitimate injury. Um, so I
Did we
feel
ever
like
find out who
it's
did
something they
that?
do.
They never
No,
explained who did that.
I don't think they did.
I guess it was implied it was Kevin Owens, and we just kind of went with that.
Yeah. Shit, you could have him speak on it. You could have him speak on it and be like, it wasn't me. Uh, that like that would be probably the closest that it would be. But all right. Um, you want to talk about Elimination Chamber on Patreon?
Elimination Chamber, Survivor Series.
Oh,
What's wrong with you today, bro? Yeah, we can watch Survivor Series. We can talk about Survivor Series.
yeah. Sorry for first. So calling Kalani Sol Ruka and saying
So
elimination.
Rook is crazy. We ain't seen So Rook in like 9 months.
I mean, they're the fucking same. They're both Rod Van Dam light. They both what is it? They both mix. They probably the
They
same
are.
height too.
Yeah, all right, Ricks. That's right.
Um, yeah, okay, let me do the sign off. You can subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. You can follow the network on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus on Twitter at Cyrus on TWR. You can listen to me talk on subs lie dubs lie on the Lookout RNC. We still have shirts available, our 6-piece hot wing shirts available, I believe. If it's not, check for them anyway. Everything is in the show notes. All our other channels are YouTube, Instagrams, and stuff like that. So please lock in with us. Shout out to all the people that the A Show Network, A Show, Black Variant, um, Lookout, Black Print. If all that is in your Spotify little podcast rap thing, shout outs to you. We greatly appreciate you listening and all that sort of
Love
jazz.
seeing that. Love seeing that.
Yeah. Somebody posted it and it's somebody posted theirs and it's all like RNC related stuff, and I thought that was fantastic.
If I watched podcast, if I listened to podcasts on Spotify, mine probably would have been pretty similar. To be
Yeah.
honest.
I only listened to like 3 podcasts. It's the A Show, Black Print, and then Emergency Intercom, which is a podcast my friend does. Um, that's pretty much it. In the rotation as of right now. I try to avoid a lot of the I know this like sounds fucked up, but I kind of avoid some stuff on the Lookout because some of them are spoilers. So I kind of like try to disconnect myself a little bit from that. I don't like being spoiled. um so yeah, that's that. Patreon. If you want to listen to us talk about Survivor Series, subscribe to us on Patreon. I thought it was a very good show. Let's turn that Patreon light on.